today's video, I want to do an unboxing and a first impressions of the Warrior Poet Society EDC Ankle Medical Kit plus Medical Component Pack. I ordered this on Monday and it got here today, which is Friday, which is really fast because on the site it says lead time is 1 to 2 weeks. So I assume that it meant for like them to get this stuff together and then send it out. So I was expecting this 3 weeks from now at the earliest. So this is really impressive. The kit that's here that I'll go over in just a second is $128. It came to me for $150 total. And yeah, let's get into it. So this came shrink wrap sealed, but I wanted to open it and just check it out first. So the kit is a North American Rescue sealed kit. And this is the North American Rescue Bleeding Control Kit. So that is what this is. And then it also came with a sticker, which is nice. Stickers are always fun. And then it came with this. So this is the actual ankle part. And it's got Warrior Poet Society that's on there. And then the maker of this is Blue Alpha, which is right there labeled. I'll go through the kit in just a second, but on this itself, so it's got this pocket that is wider, so it's about this wide, all the way across. I'll go to that in a second. Then this also has your Velcro for this, and it's angled, so it goes around your ankle well. Instead of some other ankle holsters or ankle first aid kits I looked at, they were just flat, and this is really nice because it makes a good, like a proper seal and has some space that's wider at the top for your ankle. Then it has one spot that seems to be a perfect fit for the compression gauze, and then this one, which is thinner, which is right here. This is for the shears, and then this one here is the cat tourniquet and the gloves. And then on both sides, because I didn't even know this was here until I watched the video from John Lovell on his, from this was a long time ago, years and years ago, but I watched it. So the side of this is like a little Velcro wallet. You can stick cash or anything else that you think might be needed in there. And then it's the same on the other side, and then this back one's a lot deeper. So I mean, this is the whole width, and then this one is a little smaller on this side. So that is the ankle part, and then in here is what everything that comes in the kit. So you've got a cat tourniquet, and it's got some little literature that goes with it, and then you've got an MPA that is pre-lubricated, and it's got the same good pull tabs on it. And then you've got some little gloves with the little North American Rescue little tied up thing on there, little piece. There is that. Making sure all this is in frame. And then you've got two vented chest seals. And it's got the same really good pull pieces that are identified, and you can pull this apart. And they're vented. I don't know if I mentioned that. So there's that. And then you've got your shears, and then it came with a little protector that kind of goes over it, which I will make sure is here, so it's all there. And then they're just normal EMT shears. And then you've got some compressed gauze. That's right there. And you've got a little face wrap. That's right there. And then on that bleeding control list, it gives you a detailed list of what it is. So that's it. I'm gonna put the way I saw the picture on the site of how it was shown on there. So let's take this out. And let's take this out. All right. So on this side, so I actually, one of the reasons I took this and wanted to take everything out and try it to see if I did anything that was going to get me. So I initially had put this in here with the windlass little pieces in the bottom. But when I tried pulling it out, it got caught on the inside nylon that's right there. So there's a reason in the picture that that windlass holder is sticking out the top. And then it also had in the picture, and this seemed like a good spot too, that your gloves go right there. And then you can probably Velcro it down. It seemed really tight when I tried doing it. Probably have to play around with that. But for now, I'll just do that. Okay, and then the shears, the thinner little one went in there. And I actually did that. And then I ran the Velcro strap through the larger hole and then put that down so that doesn't go anywhere. Then the next one, the compressed gauze and the chest seals. So those, what I did was I folded the plastic. This goes a lot easier. We're not having to reach through a little filming box. Okay, you got that. And then these, that's still in frame. There we go. And then these slid in. There you go. It's way easier when you're having to reach through this box. Okay, then the MPA. That seemed like the best spot to fit it in with the gauze, but I stuck it in front of the chest seals. Here, I'm just gonna pull this out. But it sat in the in between the chest seals a lot easier. Okay, so then there's that. So the one I'm about to show has your compressed gauze, chest seals, and an MPA all in this little chunk. And then your gauze. So this one fit best right here on the end. Okay. So that is the ankle kit. I was able to, I'll do a video after I wear it for a while, just to try it out. But I put on my normal, just khakis, my pants, and it fit fine. It did print just a little bit, but like John Lovell said in his video also, no one's gonna notice, no one pays attention. They're always looking down or looking at their phone, or very rarely do you find the person that's actually observant about what's going on. But I put my my ankle holster for my pistol on my other leg, and this printed like minimally bigger. And my ankle holster pistol is a Ruger EC9S. So it's like, you know, like that big. I'm just not going to show it on here because YouTube things. But one thing I do want to say, bringing up the holster, is this. So this is the magazine for that EC9S. In front of the gauze. There, I'll pull this out real quick. In front of the gauze, if it sits there, it is actually perfect for that EC9 magazine. So in here, you've got a pair of gloves, cat tourniquet, shears, compressed gauze, 2 vented chest seals, MPA, ace wrap, elastic wrap, and for me, a Ruger EC9S magazine. And the weight, again, I would show the other holster too. Even with all this stuff in it, I mean, this is probably just me thinking, this actually weighs equal to, or maybe just barely less than my other holster. It just has the EC9S in it. So it looks a lot, and it does seem bulky. I know it does. This is what it looks like when it's all on there. But what I noticed is I wanted to put the shears on the interior part of my leg, but when I was doing it, and that way it kind of sit like this. But what I was noticing is the, and maybe that'll change as I wear it more, but this chunk with the shears actually fit more comfortably on the exterior of my leg. And it felt very comfortable. I'm doing just my normal jogging shoes with some socks that barely go above the shoe, and it felt fine. We'll see how that holds up, but this is it. So it's pretty impressive with regular clothes, for I guess normal clothes, and like some kind of simple button down or polo, because I still have a little bit of a belly. That's just, I've been working on that, but that's just me. I just have a belly. So I cannot carry on my waist easily. That's just not it. Hopefully one day I'll get to that point, but I'm not. So the best options I've usually found for me are, the reason I like that Ruger EC9S is it has a pocket holster that stays in your pocket when you draw, and it's very small, it's minimal, it's a really good one. But also, it's the perfect size to wear with pants on ankle holster. So with those two things combined, you've got medical that's covered, plus an extra magazine, which is always good. And then on the other leg, whichever one that is for you, you can have your pistol with your ankle holster and still, appear, as you're out in public, just like a normal person walking around with a little short sleeve button down shirt or something, or a polo. So that's it. I'm going to do another review. I'm going to wear this probably off and on for the next, some shorter, medium time period and see how it goes. But the construction is really good. I like the Velcro stitching. So on this stitching, there is no, I don't know if that's going to show up well. It's not pulling over, like you would on some other stuff. Like when this is in, it's very flat. Maybe that's a good angle. It stays flat on that Velcro, and it's not peeling up like some of the cheaper Velcro will do. And then on each one of these seams, so at the top, I don't know how this is going to work. No, it's okay. So you can see the stitch that's right here that's separating these two. Right here, it is there's extra stitching, and it's that way for all of them. So you've got your, let's see if I can find a good angle. Maybe not on that one, but that one too. Okay, so you've got your stitching there, and then you've got your extra stitching here, which shows to me they put a lot of effort into this. And then that carries, it's not just through the black part, the red cushion vented part, your stitching is also going through there. So that's it. You could probably, and I'm debating, I might take that ace wrap out because I have one in some other spots, and just do the magazine, just because it's a little bit extra bulk that, there goes the cover. It has a little extra bulk. Well, now that probably definitely won't stay in here and get all sweaty. But I mean, with that, like it really is very thin. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and then I'll do another video of what this is like after I'm wearing it for a while.